Welcome back to the Parenting Pod. And today, once again, we have Elvin and Esther. And we'll be discussing a little bit about differences in parenting, how to navigate those differences, especially when parents have perhaps different parenting styles or different personalities. So I understand that both of you are actually associate trainers at Focus on the Family Singapore. Can you describe a little bit about what you do as an associate trainer?
We run marriage workshops, parenting workshops. We do mentoring with new parents. Basically, I think what we do in a nutshell is we just share our stories, our experiences with others.
I think our role is to help parents be able to be more aware of themselves and be aware of their children, to also understand that every child is unique, hence there's no prescriptive way of parenting.
So with the parents you have worked with, right, could you give just common reasons for disagreements?
So the main disagreement actually really comes from the parenting style. One will feel that the other is too intense, and the other will feel that why you so laid back, Not just the style, the words that we say also. Sometimes we may end up taking each other off also.
The other key issue could be also when do I do more and when do I do less? Initial years were harder because I tried to want to do it well, especially for a mom who feel that I gave birth to this child. They tend to feel that my responsibility is more than the husband's. Secretly, there are times that I force myself to stop thinking and let Elvin take the lead. When this happened, I have to force myself to not be judgmental about the decisions that he makes. Because I will always feel that you could have done this, you could have planned that. Like the many times he dressed Phoebe, it was prince and prince. I'm like, dear, if the top has prince, we try to not have prince at the bottom. If the bottom
has... That's the point.
So if you say differences, this could be one. There are so many times I'm like, okay, but I've decided to let Elvin try, then I have to control myself. But the dressing part, I've decided, let's keep to me. But this brings us to another point. Whose strength is in which area? Then you just got to figure it out.
But if we realize that as parents, right, our end goal is really to nurture our kids. Then once we realize that actually we have the same end goal in mind, right, it's like a football team. You sit down and you talk team strategy. I think disagreements pop up when you feel that either why are you doing what you do and you don't get it, and you feel like, hey, you're just doing that because you enjoy that, you're just doing that because, you don't really care. I think a lot of times it's trying to reframe the way you understand what's happening. The foundation is that we all want the best for the child. Now, the question is, are we going about it the right way or is there a better way? And the temptation always is to think that my way is the better way lah.
Because when you trust his heart, you will give more grace to the methods that he is going to execute.
One of the struggles that we had when it came to parenting as a team was that I always felt like, why are you so easy on the kids? Discipline is important. They must. And then she'll be like, no, we should love them because that's how they learn best. And then for a very long time, right, within myself, I couldn't reconcile that, because to me, the way to grow up into a person of stature, who is well behaved and is you must be tough on them when they make mistakes For a very long time, the struggle that we had was I felt like we were not on the same team. I felt that why am I always the one who is always so hard on discipline?
Then he said I undermined him, especially when I have a tendency at the beginning to stop him. And then actually that gives a very confusing message for our children.
So we had to sit down and eventually confront the issue. Why was I getting more frustrated? She was also frustrated. She frustrated with me also. Why are you so mean to the kids? Why are you so hard on the kids? So that's when we got to talk.
So in the end, we literally have to make a pact on how we're going to do it. For example, if he's teaching the kids, even if I really feel, 这么可怜，被骂到这么惨, I also have to control myself and let him finish it lah. Or let's say sometimes if I'm the one scolding, then he will also manage. It's not always wife is nice, papa is crazy. Sometimes I will purposely take charge of being the slightly screamy one, and then he will be okay, children, now let me talk to you. But last time it's always the other way. Last we want is to create the figure that the children look at the dad in a scary, crazy, demonic way, and then mama is the angel. But to have a balanced thing that both of us are on the same page. Because if they can only run to one, that's also not a healthy one. Then how do you work as a team? Is to always have the children understand that we are a team.
And I realized that it's because my discipline style was just simply very militaristic. I was in the military service before, and my kids always make me wait. I realized those are my trigger points. Because I'm armed now with that knowledge and the awareness, right? When things like that start to happen, I'm ready. I'm like, okay, I may blow up soon. Babe, I need you to talk to the kids because I'm about to blow. And she knows. She'll be like, okay, I'll go. She can see in my eyes the fire is burning. so that's the tag team part. It's like, babe, I cannot already. If I wasn't aware that I had that tendency to blow up, right? And to me, all along, I felt very natural. But once I realized that actually maybe I have issues with anger management.
But you will never know that you have all this issue until you have a kid.
Oh, it's true.
I've never known that I'm that sarcastic until I had kids. Because you won't talk like that when you're in community. Yeah, then you realize that why I would be able to slowly nurture that child in school, but I'm unable to do it with my own kids, precisely because I feel that I own you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is the dangerous part. For us on this parenting journey, when we discover something that is a bit of a flaw in our personality, that's when we talk it out and make sure we are looking out for each other. Yeah.
Hey parents, thank you for tuning in to our podcast. This was the Parenting Pod, brought to you by For Love's Sake. For more content on parenthood, you can check out our Facebook and Instagram page at forlovessake.sg. Thank you and see you next time.